Okay, so let's start our class. In the last class, we ended up at the smart animations. Now we will move towards the next thing. The next thing is how to uh, share your file with your clients, or uh, how to share your file with your clients or your team members. Okay, so here is an option on the screen that is share. When I click on the share, there are two options. One is just copy the link and send it to anyone. They can only see this. Okay, for example, I copied this. I go to my browser, and what I do, I paste it in my browser. So what will happen? You will see that. Okay. Uh, uh, as I have installed the app, that is why it was saying to me that it is open in Figma. Okay, so what happens? We can just copy the link and send it to anywhere. As I am the owner and I am logged in, so it is showing me in this way. For example, I change this to any other. Uh, so now it's open here. You can see now I don't have the option to edit it. That is how when you send me, so I see it in this way. For example, when we make Pratham saying that screen is not visible. Is it visible now? Please tell me. Is the screen visible? Can anyone tell me the screen is visible now? Okay, so screen is visible. So I want to tell you that when you send me the link, it will look like this. Okay, so I can only see it. Okay, and if I log in, okay, then I have the option to have comments on it. Okay, so in just so I can comment on those areas. For example, I want when we want to discuss the file with our clients. Okay, then we send them the link, and they see it, and we do a meeting with them, and we discuss with them that in which part you have issues. He tell that I want to change this, I want to change that, and we discuss with him in that way. Like you discuss with me, you are when you send your assignment and you ask me that check it, is it okay or not? Okay, so in this way we can communicate with our clients. Our client can have can if he log in, then he can comment on this file also, and he can comment that add comments that I can see later, and change those things. Another thing, I can during meeting I can change this live. For example, in my project, if I change the color of this thing to some here, so it will update here also. So I change it in my original file, and it is also changed in. So in during live meeting, if client is saying anything, we can change it also during the live meeting. So in this way, we can do things. Another thing is when we are sharing our uh, thing with our team members. Okay, so move back to the Figma. Okay, so when we share it with our team members, then we click on the share button and enter his email. Okay, our team member's email. Like I have added here an email. Okay, so I gave him the three access. I can add him to edit, or he can view. Okay, so when I give him edit access, then he can only edit. He can edit also our team members, and if I give him only view access, then he can only be. Another thing is that if I send this copied link, uh, then anyone with the link can open that file. Okay. So if I am dealing with a client and I want to send the link to only him, so I ask him for his email address, and he send me his email address, and I add him for view only. Okay, I never give him edit access. I give edit access only to my team members. Okay, so you understand, in this way we can share the file. And now the next thing is, we have now done with our wireframing. Okay, now we are moving towards the high-fi, low-fi to high-fi. Okay, so when we move toward the high-fi, we have just wait a minute, just wait a second. Okay, so we are moving towards our hi-fi thing. So what we do, first of all, we create our pages. For example, this was our mobile uh, wireframe. Okay, so understand your question. So question is, on the pages you go to the mobile. You on the page and you type its name. Or for the second, for example, this is our second page. I want to add a third page. Third page is a mobile hi-fi. Okay, so here we will make our original design. I want to make another, that is desktop hi-fi. Okay, so here we will. So in this way we can have different frames. Or so in the mobile page here we can also add our screens like we did before. For example, here one screen, and just I select it and control delete, and it will create all these screen. So I name it as a home page. Okay, and it is product feature. Okay, and checkout page. Okay, so in this way uh, we can have multiple pages. So what happened that, so we want to create our project. So we are blank that what colors we should use, what design we should use, how we get inspiration. So for inspiration, we can use few websites. I tell you, for example, let's move towards my Chrome screen. Let's move towards my Google Chrome screen. Okay, here. So for inspiration, we can have Behance. Just go to Behance and search for headphones. For example, we are making headphone. So search for headphone mobile app. You can have different inspiration, like many people have shared their concept design here. So like we can take a concept from here. Okay, and we can have for example, it's not necessary that you only write headphone. You can also write e-commerce or anything from where you can get inspiration. Okay, so mm, for example, what is left? Uh, this is another example. It's okay. So this is very good example. A nice design. Also, you can explore many designs here. Okay, so it is upon you that how you start. The other website is that is adopt stock.adopt.com. Okay, here on this website, what you can do, you can search many things. Okay, for example, I write here UI kits. Okay, so it provides me a lot of UI kits. that are available. So we can take inspiration from those. Uh, there are many designs like this, and we can download these also. So just we can take their screenshots also, uh, so that we can edit to our projects and for watching. Another website is the famous one, that is Ripple. Here you can also search many designs like this is a design, very beautiful design. So you can have your own designs. You can share it also here designs. Okay. So from here you can get inspiration that how you select the design. For example, I want to select this design. Okay. What I do, I save it or save image in my computer. For example, I save it on the desktop and I name it UI. Okay, so I save it in the on the desktop. Okay, so uh, I save this picture also. Okay, I save it. Okay, I have saved two things. Now let's save a one from here. Let's stick to mobile headphones. Okay, so just select it. Okay, okay. I am not logged in. That is why it is asking for details. Otherwise, hmm, I can save it. For now, I take a screenshot of it. Okay, I take a screenshot and I save it. Okay, um, I do. I have saved it on my desktop. You can see it, but I have saved it on my desktop same folder. Okay, what we can do that we can send this design to our client. Okay, so what happened? I move toward the Figma again. Okay, I am now share and where is my Figma? Oh, here on my Figma. So on my Figma, here is mobile frame. Here I come. What I do, I go here and I place image or video and I go to that folder and UI UX source and I select these files and I drag it here. Okay, so I have these files here. Um, let's, okay, I have these files here. What I do, I share it with my clients and tell him we can call it a mood board. For example, we uh, added a frame behind these. So these are in our frame and it is called a mood board. What is a mood board? On mood board, we share the concept design and discuss with the clients that which one you need, which thing is fine of which design, and he select that I want this thing from here, homepage like this, I want selling page like this, and anything. So he tell us, and we discuss the concept with each other. Okay, so in this way, we have we discuss with our client, and it is called a mood board. So I told you two things, that how we get our inspiration and how we share it with our client. Okay, now the next thing is how to work with columns and grid. That is the most important thing. Okay, for as of now, we were designing. Here, the concept, the design was that we were not looking into the minute gaps or anything. Okay, we can ignore these gaps in we can ignore these gaps in the wireframe work. But when we come to design, we have to be perfect, and we have to make it sure that everything should look uh, uh, okay. Okay, so one question posted by Meghna: are these icon library? I do not understand what is your question. Are these icon library? Can you elaborate? So let's move forward. So uh, I tell you, let's move to the hi-fi, and please take care of this because we have to move with these things. So let's first do with the desktop. Wait. So just move with the, for example, I want to add a desktop page here. Okay. Sorry. I click on the frame and I select the desktop and I click on the desktop. So I have a desktop here. So what happens that I go to the I select it and I go to the layout grid. I click on the plus button. So I have a grid here. Okay. So what I do, I will change it to the columns. Okay. So here are the column. I can change the numbers. So I want here 12. Okay. That is the standard. Okay. And gutter space, I want to keep it 20. That is okay for me. Okay. So in the same way, I can have the column in the mobile frame here, and here I add the grid, and I add it, change it to the column, and if I keep it 12, so you see there are many it or short column. Okay, and the gutter space is higher, so I change reduces to, for example, 6. So now it looks better, but still we need to change it because we have very little space to play with in respect of the columns. Okay, so let's move toward the desktop. I tell you something other thing. For example, I want another frame. There are two options. I add another frame here. Okay, and I need to add columns manually. But if I want the same setting of column here, so what I do, I go here, click on here. You see this is now selected. I just Control C and select it here and Control V. It is the same which was here. It is the same here. Another thing, another option is I hold on Alt and drag it. Okay, so I can in this way I can also make the copy. And the other thing you know already, Control D. So in these ways you can make these changes. So you have to learn these things. So uh, this is how we change it. Now the next thing is I want to tell you why we are doing this. For example, I want to show you something. Let's move toward the Chrome first. Uh, Share Chrome screen. Okay. Okay, there is a website. It is hubspot.com. I want to show it to you. What happened here? You see, if I drag it here, dragging it down. Okay, so what is happening? is changing the the things are changing on it. Not these things, not and above. It are these are changing. Okay. So now we are on a tablet screen. So you see the above menu has been changed and it becomes this menu. Okay. And if I further reduce it in the size, you see, in this way, our it is on mobile screen, look like mobile screen. So it changes. So whenever we design a website, it should be responsive. It should be watchable on mobile as well as on tablet and your computer screen also. So this is an important thing. So you have to make a responsive design. So when you want to make a responsive design, you have to play with the grids. For example, I now move to backward the Figma screen. For example, this is our desktop. I select this uh, box and I want to say here I will place my menu. Okay. Then I want to say I select it again. I want to say here my product shot out. Okay. I say here I will place product. Uh, okay. Control D. Okay. So in this way, you can see here I will place my menu. Here I will place my product shot and here the products other products. So you can see, and now we are because of the help of grid, we can have equal margin spacing everywhere. Okay. So when we move toward the mobile, let's move here and this 12 is too much for the mobile. We can change it to instead of 12, we change it to 6. That is also a multiple of 12. So I change it to 6. And gutter space, I change it to 8 so that it's bigger. That is 8 is multiplier of, remember in there we used 20 and here 8. So both are divisible by 4. So when you are doing these things, you have to keep in mind that all the things are you are playing with a mathematical numbers that are easily multipliable so that matchable. So in the desktop we use 12, here we use 6, and desktop we use gutter space 8, 20, here we use 8, both are multiplier of 4. Okay, so now I place here my, for example, menu. Okay, so I place product chart here. It will be on complete screen. Okay, so now the other four things we can, for product shots we can have one here, a little bit up. Okay, and control D. So, and another here. Okay, and I select it and control D. So I have a copy of it here, and these are the four things. So on mobile and desktop, on desktop, this thing menu, we have product shot and we have our products. And on the mobile, we have the menu, product chart, and our same for products. Okay, now Magna is questioning, do we have to create both desktop and phone design every time while creating a new product design? Yes, you have to create both things. It depends that but your client is asking, he only want to create mobile phone app, or he want to create a desktop version and mobile web version and mobile app, or what he want. So you have to design those. But in the future, you will learn that these things are very easy when we move toward the responsive design. Okay, so uh, for now, it maybe it seems to be a difficult one, but it will be. I will make inshallah very easy for you in the future. So okay, let's move toward this. So uh, so in this way you can have your this is the use of the basically your grids. So in this way you can use your grids and columns. I hope this is understandable so that we can take care of our spacing and everything we use. Uh, and and if we want to same setting of columns, so here what we do, we select it, we click here, Control C, and select it, Control V, select it, Control V, and select it, Control V. So in this way we can have the same grid setting all over our pages. Okay, so now we have done with the grids. Uh, Another important thing now I want to tell you is about the nudge amount. Okay, nudge amount. What is nudge amount? For example, I place it something here, and I have selected here, and now I using the arrow key button. I am using right side. It is moving right. Okay, and I am using left. It is moving left, and up. It is moving up. Okay, it is moving up. So okay, so by which step it is moving up, that is called a nudge amount. 1 pixel, 2 pixel, 4 pixel, how much pixel it is moving up or down. So this is called nudge. So how we can change our nudge amount? We can click on the here menu and go to the preference, and here we have the nudge amount. Okay, it is selected uh, 1. Okay, I can, if I do it to the 4, now it will, now you see it is taking a bigger step. Okay, okay. So you see that here we have 8 pixel difference. So in 2 step, it is crossing it. 1 step, 2 step. Okay. So this is how we use nudge amount. So we can change it depending on what design, that what design we are using, and what are our spacing we are using. So we can use it. Uh, so I change it to 1 again. So it is now 1. So in this way we can change our nudge amount. So okay, so I hope you are watching my Figma screen. Okay, so uh, I am typing a something that is control plus slash. Okay, I sent this command in the chat. Okay, you can see. So what if I do this control plus slash? Oh, sorry, control plus slash. So I will have a search menu here. You can see on here. Okay. So for example, here you will learn many tricky things. For example, I select this box and I again use control plus slash. So I have searched. So you can see here I type here select. Okay, select all with the same field. What will happen? All the items with the same field, those are selected. You see, all items are selected. Okay. Now if I am working in a huge project, okay, and in the I have used the colors, a color, and but I want to change this color. Okay, so I don't go to each and every content one by one and change the color. Just I do this method. Control plus 1, select that, control plus slash, and select all with the same field, and just I go to the here to the fill and change this color. I can change any to any color. Okay. So in this way, you can change the color of many components in a one attempt. This is very important thing when you are working in the big project. So another thing, I select it. I want it to be in the uppercase. Again, I control slash and I type here. It is set up upper. Okay, so you see it is changed into the uppercase. So in this way, you can do many things. You can have many options through which you can uh, do this. Another thing is that when you are dealing with many groups, for example, this is our this is a group. Okay, this rectangle, it is a group. You see here, it is a group. In this group, there are two things. One is buy now text, and other is a rectangle. two things. So if I want to change this by now, what I do, I have to double click it to go inside. Okay. I tell you one shortcut. You just hold the control key and just single click. With just single click, you can go into this thing. Uh, uh, you don't need to select the group first and then double click on this. Just hold control and move here. Hold control, move here. You will say that why I need to do this thing while I can do the same thing with the double click. For example, I make it a group. Okay. Uh, I select it. Okay, I also select this. I select this and group the selection. So you see, this is a group, and in this group there are two groups, this group and this group. So first, when I need to change the by, I need to select double click on this. Then this item will be selected. Then again I have to double click. So two times, and you can have many groups in this way. Multiple groups, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, many groups. So when you are dealing with big projects, so this is a group. So what you just hold control and go to any text you want to change. You will directly go to that content. You don't need to have double click again and again. Okay. So in this way, you can have select the group. Okay. You can drive into the group with a single click. Now the next thing is color inspiration. So we are on the verge of making our design, and we need some color inspiration for our design. Okay. So from where we get color inspiration? Okay. So for color, we have few sites. First one is colorburnt.com. Okay. I am adding this in the chat. Colorhunt.com. Okay. Here you can see that I have many colors available, and I can choose any from these. Whenever I select on any color, it will give us the code. I can click on that code, copy that, and I can uh, we can download it, or we can copy this code and go to our Figma file and create a box. Okay, and fill it with that code. Okay, so I have that code. Okay, so I make few copies of it, or I just simply press the D. Okay, so what I do, I go again, copy this one, move here, select it, select it, control here. Okay, and similarly copy, move here, control. Sorry, I press control C by mistake. So copy, control V. Okay, so in this way you can select those things. Uh, so sorry, I thought you were unable to check my screen. So here is a website, Color Hunt. Okay, on this screen you can see the designs, and from here we copy these colors and copy their code and go to our Figma file. And in the Figma file, uh, what we do, we can have a box. We can create a boxes from here, and we can fill those boxes with those code. Okay, so this is one website from where we can have this thing. Another website I tell you, that is color.adopt.com. Okay, so this is very beautiful website. I am sending its link here. So in color.adopt.5, you can see that let us, for example, I select, I want, and I want to extract color from it. Okay, so it will automatically extract color from that file. Okay, so you see it has extracted color from that file. If I want bright color, I can select here, which will select bright color, muted color, deep colors, dark colors, or none. So you can play with this, and you can copy these, okay, or save to your library, or copy these color code, and you can use it for your uh, uh, coloring of the project. And the next is gradient.com. I am sending its link. Here it is very beautiful. Here you can have different gradients available to play with. You can have different scenarios. So you can use these gradients to play with and have your project ready. For example, I use this gradient. I just copy CSS, and you can uh, copy, and you can add this gradient to your Figma file. So in this way, you can play with this gradient website. Okay. Another thing is how to create our own colors. Okay. So to create our own colors, for example, I go to the Figma file. I move here to the display tool. Okay. So I have these colors. For example, I want to pick from this one. What I do, I create a, a box. I create a copy of it. I control delete. Okay. So I have three boxes, and I move a copy up, and I move a copy down. Okay. So what I do, I have starting from this. Just I want to, for example, I want color of this file. Just I select the color picker. I want this color here, so I select it. Okay. Now I select it. I click on this. I want this color. Uh, and I want this color. I select the one. Okay. And there I select want this color. I select on this. I want this color. I select it on this color. So in this way, I can now I will select it and make two copies. I drag it down and drag it up. So we have two copies now available of this. And now we will make one as a darker one and one as a. So I make it a bit darker. So you can also increase its brightness from RGB, but for the quick one, we need to move it down in this way. So it's a darker. So here we will make it a bit darker, and here we will add its black. So we don't do anything and keep it black, and it make it a bit brighter. Okay, so we make it a bit brighter here, and we make it further brighter, something like here. So after it, we make changes to these one. So let's do something to this. So brighter one, something like here. So here we have these colors. Now, as we have made this color, we call it as a primary color. This is as a secondary color, and this as accent color. So our accent color can be any color that it can be a contrasting one, and on which we can use as a special element to focus. Okay, so that we in our design the element which we want to give special attention, then we select this color for those. So we make it as something special and but relevant color. So let us select this one, and let's here I think it's darker. Okay, now we select this. We pick this color. Sorry. So first we need to select this, and we pick this with eye picker, and now move it with lighter. Okay. And now again with eye picker we select it and with lighter. So in this way we have our colors ready for our design file. Now we what we need to do, we have a primary color, we need to do something, a shade of our primary color from darker to brighter. So first of all we select a white as a white, and we make copies of this element. Okay, so we will make copies of this, and what we do, we will make few copies of this, and then we can change coloring of those copies. Okay, so we have our copies ready. So let's fill it with color. First one we keep it white, last one we keep it close to dark. Okay, so we keep it close to dark. Okay, not exact dark but close to dark. Okay, and then the second one we uh, make it a bit lighter. Okay, we select this and we make it a bit lighter, and then again we select it and we make it a bit lighter. Okay, so again we select it and make it a bit lighter. Okay, so in this way we can have our shades, our colors. So we can make our own color palette for our design file, and then we can share it with our client. Okay, sorry,
after
I
selecting primary, secondary, and tertiary
sorry,
colors,
I was
or
not
we call
audible.
accent colors.
I did not use it. So I explain it again. So what I do, I was telling you that my colors. How can we make our own colors? I hope you understand that from these websites, color hunters, color adopt and color gradient, you can take the ideas of the colors of gradient, and if you want, we want to make our own colors. How we can use those colors? So I tell you that I taken these colors from this function. So I select one color, and we select it, and we make a darker copy of this and a brighter copy of this. Okay, and similarly, but this is our primary color, this is our secondary color, and this is our accent color. Accent color be a different or contrasting one or a different one which can be used anywhere. We want to something, we want to give it a special focus. So okay, so that is that color. And now we take our primary color, and we make a color plating from darker toward the brighter. Okay, so in this way you can make it a bit like this one. Okay, so in this way you can make your own plating, color plating. So and this you can use in your project files. So I want all of you. So this is your assignment, that I want all of you to make your own color palette, select your own design. Okay, from the websites I mentioned, and select those. Select any design that you like from those websites, and then you select the colors from those websites which I send you for color inspiration, or you make your own color palette as I made. Okay, you can make a different one. Okay, so then in your hi-fi design, we will use those colors that everyone will use his own color. Okay, so one's design will be different in colors and in contrast. So everyone will have a unique design. So I for this class that is enough. If you have any questions, you can tell me. Otherwise, we will close today's session. And from the next class, we will make our hi-fi design so that we will have started our hi-fi design. So tell me any question, or we should close our class. Hope you all understood. You all understood. So best of luck, and select your design and send me, and select make your color clarity, and we will work towards your design. Okay. So for now, goodbye, and uh, if you missed anything, I will upload this on YouTube, and you can check it there. And if you missed anything, you can see. Yes, another thing I forgot to tell you, that for shortcuts, okay, you have to use many shortcuts. Uh, so here in this question mark, you can go to the this thing, uh, keyboard shortcuts. So here you can get your many shortcuts. Uh, what are the shortcuts, and you can use these shortcuts, so to get out of to work quickly throughout the system. For example, this is layout grid shift G. Okay, so we go to our design here, and we select this all, and we what is our shortcut, that is shift G. So I press shift G, so all grids are gone. Shift G, all are here. Shift G, Shift G, Shift G, Shift G. So in this way, you can play with your shortcuts, and you can have many things. So this is these are the shortcuts of the Figma. You can check. So this screen can always be open if you forget anything. So I hope this is enough for today. So see you in the next class. Have any question, you can ask me.